Maraya, why I brought you here today is because I know so many of us have come into the new year with a resolution of getting healthier and fit and making better food choices and wanting to step into 2022 like we all do with a new vision of greatness. And I also know right now a lot of men and women are aware of the warmer months coming ahead, and they're wanting to, again, make changes with their health and lifestyle because they want to prepare for summer months. A few weeks ago, when you were speaking to our Women's Vibrancy Code, you were talking about the importance of detoxing correctly. And I have to admit, I thought I knew my stuff. I thought I was on it. I'm pretty well versed, like reading and whatnot, but I learned a lot from you. And I felt like it was a lot of information that the general public does not know in regards to, okay, so we are eating better. We are exercising. We're making better lifestyle choices, but we're not talking about excreting toxins, the importance of it and how to effectively do it. And I wanted to pick your brain in regards to the science behind that. So, yeah.
In general, let's talk about why someone would want to detox, the main phases of detox, and what the nuts and bolts of detox can look like. Okay, so the why. The why is often people that come into my world, they're feeling exhausted, they're feeling bloated, they're feeling heavy. They're experiencing brain fog, they're experiencing sleep deprivation, sadness, anxiety, apathy. Did I mention weight gain? Gastrointestinal upset, rashes, like all these random things that can be showing up. And often it can be that the body is not properly detoxifying. And when I say detox, it's not like go on a 10-day retreat and go poop your brains out and detox.
Yeah.
It's in my world, it's more looking at how are we supporting our body on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis.
Yes.
To really detoxify.
Yes, because what I know detoxing is like infrared saunas are great. Not a lot of people have access to that. What are other really effective ways beyond, is it just about sweating? Are there other effective ways?
Great. So there's 3 phases to detoxification. Number 1 is the liver needs to be doing a good job. The liver it's like 500 jobs every day, just to simply process every single thing that we're exposed to keep our heart beating, to keep our lungs breathing. Like we get to say, thank you, liver. But we have to have the liver properly converting and getting the toxins ready to come out. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is something called methylation, which is kind of like detoxification. Some of that has a genetic component, but we can also support our body in actually like really converting it. And then phase 3 is it's got to get out of the body. So the way to get the toxins out of the body is sweating, like you mentioned. So for our infrared saunas, sweating, peeing, and pooping. So let's call a spade. We need to poop every day. Ideally, I did my sauna this morning. I bought one of the Farrar infrared saunas at home that's like, you can fold it up to about the size of a pizza box. And I just get in it and I zip it up to my neck and I get in there for 20 minutes and I'm drip, 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 drip. So we want to pee, we want to poop, we want to sweat. So we want to poop every day. So some simple key things in regard to liver support. You want to eat lots and lots of plants, okay? More colors, the better. If you can get every color in every day, we're getting in the fiber from those plants. We're getting in all the wide variety of amino acids and phytonutrients and antioxidants and minerals and vitamins, right? We want lots and lots of plants in our body. That gives the liver what it needs to help convert the toxins from what's called fat soluble to water soluble. So what's happening is we're all exposed to toxins from the air we're breathing, the water we're drinking, the crap food we're eating, the stress that we're exposed to. And the body is really smart. It goes in and traps the toxins in fat so that those toxins can't wreak havoc on our organs. So now the liver is going in and trying to release them from fat soluble to water soluble so that we can pee them, poop them, sweat them out. And the best way to do that is the wider variety of plants every day. If you can get at least 9 different vegetables each day, 3 colors on every plate, adding in powdered greens and supplemental dehydrated plants, like wide variety. More is better. Then methylation. How do we support our body properly methylating?
We are being exposed to a lot of toxins. It's even starting in the embryo.
Yep. They've found measuring umbilical cord blood as many as 250 toxic chemicals in the blood of newborn babies.
Yeah.
It's in plastics, it's in our beauty care products, like it's all over the place. And that doesn't mean that we get obsessive about it and neurotic and anxious. There's enough stuff in our world that's causing anxiety. I don't think we need more.
Yeah.
But we can do our job to try to hydrate well, eat lots of fruits and vegetables and berries, and then do things that support our liver, such as bitter greens, all your bitter flavors, drinking dandy blend tea, staying low on the alcohol consumption, right? Staying low on the inflammatory foods. Okay. Methylation, my guess is, I don't want to get too much into the weeds because that can be a really complex conversation. But some people maybe take a methylated B complex or a glutathione. Sometimes if you've had actual testing, like my favorite test is the Dutch test, we can actually look at how your body is methylating and then go in and give you a little bit of extra support.
Yeah, this is something that you discovered about my genetics, is that I was not detoxifying well.
Yeah.
And that was huge. That was a big piece.
Right. So we get to go in and find personalized supplements that are right for your body to say, okay, how can we up level this just a little bit? And then we've got the pee, the poop, and the sweat, right? So that means we have to hydrate well and don't store your water in plastic, and half your body weight in ounces is a minimum. Sometimes adding the right things to your water can also really up level that.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to poop at least once a day. Okay. If you're not pooping at least once a day, come work with me. We got to figure out how to help support that.
We're going to be talking about pooping a lot on here. I mean, Maraya and I could talk about this all day long. It's really important.
Yeah. You got to poop. And there's a lot that we can do to help you. And it's amazing how many people don't poop.
Yep.
And then sweating. You'd be surprised at how many toxins can get out by simply sweating. And sometimes that means high endurance athletic activity, but sometimes it means just simply getting into the sauna. And especially, I'm a big advocate of women, because I work with women, really paying attention to where they are in a 28-day cycle, whether or not you're bleeding. And there really is some time in the month that is the best time to go run the marathon, to do the big heavy weights and sweat hard. There's other times in a 28-day cycle that does not serve your body.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk more about that another day. Yeah. Let me ask you, Epsom salt baths? Are Epsom salt baths a way to detox? Dry brushing? I wasn't really sure.
Okay, yeah, good question. So Epsom salt baths, I think of it as a source of bringing in quality electrolytes, just like adding in your magnesium. So that's going to help in the replacement conversation. Dry brushing, yes. So dry brushing, you're going to get your lymphatic system moving, and your lymphs and your lymphatic fluid definitely play a part in detoxing. So dry brushing, you can get the dry brushes. They're often like boar hair. You want to dry brush from your extremities towards your heart. So extremities in. So the lymph nodes themselves don't actually have the ability to like undulate or move stuff. It's actually the muscles around the lymph nodes when being activated that stimulate the movement. So that's why breast massage is so important for women, because we have lymph nodes all through our breasts, but we're often not actually, our breast tissue isn't necessarily moving from the exercise that we're doing. So breast massage is going to help move the toxins out of the breast tissue and get that lymphatic movement. And so dry brushing is helping at the superficial level to get that lymphatic fluid moving to help the body better detox. So you do it before you get in the shower, dry, and you're just going to brush towards up your hips, all towards your chest, because this is important.
Yeah.
Often what happens is people will do a diet or like a short-term detox. And sometimes it can do more harm than good.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they're releasing the toxins from fat soluble to water soluble. They're dislodging those toxins, but now the toxins are just roaming around the body with nowhere to go. Now they have access to the internal organs. So now our organs are at risk, and the body will respond with oh crap, put on more fat, go trap those toxins. So that's why a lot of people after a diet will have a rebound with putting on more weight. It's really the body being very smart in self-preservation. Mm. So we have to dislodge the toxins and then make sure that the liver's rocking, the methylation is rocking, and we're pooping, peeing, and sweating.
So once it has gone into a fat cell, if you're not excreting it properly, is it harder to reverse it at that point?
Often it shows up as putting on weight. Mm. But some people who are wanting to lose weight, it's really not that they need to go on the keto diet. It's that they need to better detoxify. Which
the keto diet is very bad. We're going to get into that later. Yeah. That's a whole nother discussion. For men and women, it's no good. Not good at all.
And even more for women. But do we want toxins in our body? No, we don't want toxins in our body. Over time, that's going to increase inflammation. It's going to increase chances of cancers and autoimmune conditions and all the crappy symptoms that people then come to me saying, I'm not feeling good. I'm tired. I have brain fog. I can't lose the weight. My thyroid has crashed.
And it's so big. And it's so big in the depression, anxiety, mental health platform, isn't it? Yeah. It's is it because of the inflammation and it's just your body's not functioning, so your mental health isn't fine? Like I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's all of it.
Yeah.
It's the toxins that can literally block our clarity of thought, get in the way of our sleep, block the conversion and production of those hormones that make us feel good. So we want our serotonin and our oxytocin and our endorphins and our melatonin. And when we have a high toxic load on the body, all of that gets stalled. And we want our healthy gut microbiome and healthy digestion, and often high toxic load and yucky gut dysbiosis are in conjunction with one another. And what's fascinating is some of this stuff actually crosses over the blood-brain barrier, and now it's having a direct impact on our brain. Yeah. So yeah, it's all important.
So I am going to go exercise right now, and I'm going to sweat. I'm going to sweat it out. And I hope you all are with me. I want to thank you, Maraya. Thank you so much for being a part of us. And thank you for being a part of my journey and a part of my audience and community's journey as well.